Chat, I don't know what happened. That, like, pretty much never happens. But yeah, basically, my PC just crashed. I restarted as quickly as I could, though. Bruh, that was weird. And it was funny because it was right after I said I'm streaming until I hit ultimate. Is it good now, chat? I think it should be good. I think we're back. That was really weird. Yeah, I don't know what happened. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Anyway. Alright, we should be good now. Yeah. That was weird. Play this Mortar deck for a bit. This Mortar minion horde deck. Yeah, it was weird. It's when the computer crashes and then you know how it shows on that screen like we ran into a problem or something, but we'll restart for you. That's basically what happened. And that almost never happens. That might happen like maybe once a month, if even that. So definitely a rare occurrence. But chat, everything's good now. Because I don't see any new messages, so I'm starting to get a little bit. Hold up. I gotta go back. Give me a second. I gotta pop out this chat now. All good. Okay, everyone's saying it's good. Nice. This is actually a hard matchup because of the baby drag. If he had a Phoenix, it would be good. That was a good amount of damage, I guess. You think this is the best Mortar deck? It's definitely one of the best ones. One with Mighty Miner is good too in Archers. The one with Mighty Miner and Poison. This is probably the second best Mortar deck right now, though. That's game. So it's gonna be 2 shots for the mortar. Yep. So like Lava Clone, I do, but it's really bad, so I don't play it anymore. Like why Minion Horde or Skelly King? Minion Horde is just really good after the buff it got. The minions in Minion Horde got a buff. And the Skelly King just pairs really well with the Skarmy and the Minion Horde, basically. It kind of serves as arrow bait. Because you have 2 cards in the deck that get arrowed, the Archers and the Minion Horde, your opponent kind of has to pick and choose between both of them, and then if they don't have the arrows in cycle at all, then you can kind of just abuse the Minion Horde and the Archers. So this is lava. When's the next 20 win challenge? Thank you, Treptune for the 279 Canadian donation. I think the next 20 win challenge should be sometime this year. I would guess it would be based off of like how it's been. I would assume it's gonna be sometime in the next few months because they usually have it about once a year. It has been a while since we've had the last one, so I don't know for sure though when it's gonna be. Mega Knight? What the? This guy has Mega Knight in his lava deck? Mega Knight lava, bro. Interesting combination to say the least. Who let this guy cook? This is crazy. When's the next video? Should be ready in the next couple days. It's being edited right now. Because like I said, while I'm trying out this new content, there's going to be less frequent uploads, which is why I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming on YouTube a few times a week. Because I'm going to be uploading about twice a week only. And like I said, if this flops, if this new content doesn't work out, people don't like it, and my channel isn't growing like I thought it would, then I'll go back to my old content. But I'm going to go all in here for like at least a month with the new content style. Unicorn Jez, thank you for the $5 dono. Hey man, can you run some Golem? Since you gave a $5 dono, I'll run one game of Golem. We can play a couple games with Golem. Why not? I don't know what the best Golem deck is right now, but it would probably be that one with like, I'll make it real quick. It's like a very defensive one. It's like Golem Tombstone. Yeah, let me put it together real quick. So it would be like Golem. I'll run it for like a couple games at least, maybe 2 or 3. So yeah, let me just put it together. And then it's got Tombstone. It has Phoenix. It has Crybaby Drag or Mega Minion, one of those two. Does it just have a bar barrel? And then it would straight up be... Well, I got disconnected. My computer restarted for some reason. It was very strange. Would it be this? Does it have triple spell? Can you make a How to Get Better Clash Royale series? Maybe someday, yeah. Made a couple videos like that before, I think. Alright. Good luck. Me and my girl got a move called the Defensive Golem. Is it bad? I don't even know what that means. I don't know. Arrows. Arrows and a Golem deck. I don't know. What the? What was that? GG. Let's keep starting to stream. That wasn't intentional, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. My computer crashed for some reason. This guy's actually pretty good. And I think it's gonna be... I think this guy runs recruits. Or is he running balloon? I can't remember. Oh, I think this is the guy running balloon giant skeleton. Is there actually lag, or is it good now? Because I have no idea. Can't probably check until after the game's done. It's probably the air server that's lagging. Whew, that was a close one. Alright, 1 second. Let me try to fix it real quick. Because before my stream like restarted, it didn't happen. The lagging. Let me try it again. Just like restarting the application, because sometimes that fixes it. The problem is I would use Elgato with my iPad, but it didn't work for some reason. The adapter I connected with it didn't work. Are you still undefeated? Nah, I lost once. This is gonna be kind of hard, but it's winnable. Even playing on an old device as an iPhone 6 puts you at a disadvantage. No, I don't think it does because I play on phone a lot, but I just use this for a larger screen. Yeah, this is kind of a hard counter. That's why most people don't run Golem, because of E-Giant. E-Giant's just a much better deck to run that's very similar. Let's see. We could still come back, though. It's just kind of bad we took all that damage from the first E-Giant push. It was mostly because of the archers. It wasn't even because of the E-Giant. Nice. Golden Knight's OP. GG. There's gonna be lag the rest of the stream, guys, I think. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I don't exactly know why there is, but if it's not a big deal and like if it's only like occasional lag spikes and if it doesn't affect like how it's viewed or the outcome, that's probably alright. But yeah, the lag ain't bad. Yeah, I have a feeling it's not that bad. It's probably just like a little laggy, like maybe every like 20 seconds or so. Game's lagging, not your face cam. Yeah, it's air server. See, that's the thing. I have to use a worse mirroring thing, because Elgato's consistent, but the Elgato wasn't working with my iPad. So since people wanted a larger screen, I had to go to air server. But maybe I'll find something that's better than air server, or get Elgato working for my iPad. That would be ideal. It's weird, it only seems to be happening in double elixir. It's not really happening in single elixir that much. Like, why is it only happening in... so close. Like, why is it only happening in triple elixir and double? It's not happening in single, for the most part. But yeah, it's... No, it's called air server, not air surfer. But yeah, it's similar. Yeah, air server. Because is it happening in single not as often? So maybe it's because there's more stuff on the board. It happens more in like double and triple. I don't know. You could have won. Yeah, I know. I got really unlucky, to be honest, that game. Because if he didn't deal as much damage at the start, we would have won for sure. And I feel like he didn't play that well either, so that was definitely an unfortunate loss. Kind of unlucky, for sure. But it's all good, I guess. Maybe I could adjust it in settings or something. To make it, like, better suited for... double and triple elixir, I don't know. Unicorn, thank you for $10 donation. Says, thanks for running a lot of matches with Golem. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, no worries. I was switching decks quite a lot to stream. I'm glad I was able to win some games with Golem too. It's been working out pretty well overall. It's alright this meta, but definitely E-Giant's probably a lot stronger for sure. Your parents support your cholesterol journey? At the start, not really. But then, like, when I started making a good amount of money from it, yeah. I feel like that's how it works, though, for a lot of people. With, like, side hustles or things. You know, the parents are usually, like, don't think it's a good idea or a waste of time. But then when you make it, then they kind of change their mind. But... They're also, they really want me to, you know, and I do go to college now, so yeah, they care a lot about, like, education, too. I'm going to college at the moment, and, you know, and I kind of agree, like, about the importance of, like, getting a degree as a backup. I want to be, like, an entrepreneur, ideally throughout my life, like, basically making money through my own means of, like, whether it's content or just, like, businesses and stuff like that. I never really want to work what you would call, like, a 9-to-5 job. That's kind of the ideal scenario, but I still want to, you know, get a good, you know, degree and, like, studies to have it as a backup in case I need it. And plus, I mean, as much, sometimes... you know, have different feelings, and sometimes I feel like, oh, I don't know if college is a waste of time, like, am I doing the right thing? But I think even if you don't end up using the degree you get, the, you know, the college experience, just overall improving, I think overall it improves your life, you know? And it never will be completely a waste of time, because, first of all, you're getting the degree as a backup, even if you don't need it, and, you get better at your writing and communication skills, right? Which are kind of important, and problem solving. So even if you might not be using them entirely, there's like aspects of it that are going to transfer over to other areas of your life. I mean, that's the way I see it. So I think if you can afford college, if you guys didn't know, in the US it's pretty expensive, but I think if you can afford it, it's generally going to usually be worth it for most people. And I'm kind of like in the situation where I can afford it without an issue. I don't have to take like loans or anything like that, so I guess I'm making the right decision. I don't know. We'll probably play one more game with Golem, and then I might switch to something else. I don't know. We're getting pretty close to Ultimate here, though. And yeah, guys, I don't know why there's lag going on. My apologies about that. Duon is a pretty good mirroring app. Yeah, that's the one Juicy J uses. He told me about that, actually, Nate. But it wasn't working for me. It was at one point, and then it stopped working. I wonder if I need to, like, get on a call with him, and he needs to, like, kind of walk me through it, because I might be doing something wrong, and it's a simple thing to fix. Do you use Duon, Nate? Like, maybe you use it, and maybe you'd be able to... Oh, man. Messed it up again. At least one of them didn't connect this time. I don't know why it wasn't working. Like, it's very weird. It was, like, working for a little while, and then it, like, stopped working. Like, basically, it would disconnect at, like, random times. So it would actually be worse than what's going on with the air server right now. Like, air server, I'm getting lag spikes occasionally, but it almost never fully disconnects. But with Duon, it would, like, fully disconnect. So I don't know why that happened. But if I can figure it out, like, what the issue is or the cause of that happening, then yeah, I would definitely try it again. What are you studying? I'm most likely going to get a degree in business. I was deciding between business and psychology, but I'm thinking of doing business because psychology, you really need to get a master's before you actually have a lot of options of what you can do. And I don't know if I'm going to get a master's degree yet. Right now, I just go to like a community college. But then when I'm done, I'm going to transfer. And I know I'm going to go for at least a bachelor's and then decide whether I want to continue and get a master's, I guess. It really depends on where my life is going to be at that point. Like, that's going to be a while from now. I mean, a lot can happen or change in, you know, a couple years, so it really just depends on where I'm at in my life. I would say try to get Elgato working. Is there a way to connect it to Elgato without having to plug it in? Because what I really hate is Elgato, the fact you have to have your device plugged in. At least the one I have. And I don't like having the iPad plugged in because you don't have a lot of freedom or, like, room to move it around. I don't want it to be connected. What I'm doing right now, the reason I really like it, is right now my iPad isn't connected at all. Which is great. I can, like, move it anywhere. With Elgato, you can't really do that. Duon also, it's like that as well, which is why Duon, if I got it working, would be really good. Is he going to try to lightning block? Nice. Alright, we'll switch now. We had some good games with Golem, though. I think we only lost one with it. Yeah, and that really should have been a win. I got kind of unlucky, but we were so close to 3 crowning. Is the leaderboard working? Nah, it's still not working again. I think for do 1 you need your iPad plugged in. Yeah, that's true. But I even had it plugged in when I tried it, just with the USB connecting it to my PC that's right next to me, but there were still problems with it. But I saw there was an option where you could do it without having it connected. I think it gave you 2 options. But yeah, I could try to figure it out. It just wasn't working for me though for some reason. How's Golem Draw right now? It's okay, but it's not like that great. It's somewhat viable. I know Riley was using like a variant of Goblin Drill last season, but I could run Mortar again, yeah. How's our youth season? It's okay, but I wouldn't say it's that great because of all the minor poison. And the archers kind of are good against it too. Are you from Chicago? That's where I was born, but I don't live there. GG. Have you ever taken a break from a game? I would say, like, since I started playing, which is pretty much, like, right when it came out, I mean, I've gone times where I haven't played it for a couple weeks, mostly because I was away at, like, a camp where we weren't allowed to have devices. I've gone to those, like, a couple times that are, like, a week or two long. They're kind of like sleepaway camps, sort of. I've never taken a long break, really. You have any siblings? Yeah, two. Are you familiar with the black pill? Yeah, I know what that is. It's your favorite game? I mean, I would say so. It's the game I play the most. You been playing any other decks? Well, I mean, probably, because I've been switching decks throughout this whole stream. Like, I was just playing Golem, and then before that I was running the Giant Pump deck. Before that I was running, Expo. Are you familiar with the blue pill? Assuming you guys are talking about... If you guys are talking about what I think you're talking about, then yeah. I definitely know about all those things. If you guys are saying black pill, blue pill, red pill... well, there's like... I don't know, there's a couple different, like... Well, there's kind of like... Yeah, I mean, I know what you guys are talking about. I don't know if you're talking about referring to life in general, or if you mean in regards to dating, but I know what those are, yeah. Because there's the whole, like, Matrix thing, right? Where it's, like, taking the red pill, which is supposed to mean, like, truth. But then there's also, like... Does he go up? Yeah, I had a feeling he wasn't going to arrow. Because he wants to save it for my minion horde. Oh wow, yeah, he kind of choked at the end there. He was doing well until that point. Yeah, Frosty, what are you referring to it? Like, when you ask that question, are you talking about life in general, or do you mean dating? But I suppose for both it would be the same, like a similar mindset, because the way I see it is in general, the blue pill is very optimistic, right? It's like thinking that like everyone's nice and friendly, or sort of like that's kind of the way about things. Red is kind of more like it's more realistic, and it's more about like sort of like confidence or whatever, right? Or like improving yourself to be the best you can be. And then the black pill is more like it's very like pessimistic. So it's like the opposite of the blue pill. And then the red pill's sort of like in the middle of them both. It's kind of like a balance or a compromise in a way. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it is and how I see it. So I guess you could apply that both to real life too. So I don't know. You technically could apply it to both real life and dating, I suppose. But like those are the three, I guess, pills or whatever. When people are talking about, oh, blue pill, red pill, black pill, or whatever. I can play that minor wall breaker deck the person was talking about. Give me a second. It's like this one right here. Flying Machine's so close to level 10. Wow. What's your biggest losing streak ever? Probably like... I mean, I've definitely lost like 10 games in a row before, like 15. Tell us your major if you don't mind. As of now, it's business administration. Rose business major? Yeah. I mean, I was thinking of doing psychology, but I decided it would make more sense to do business. Are you and Juicy J on good terms? Yeah. GG. Boss, do you know who Jeffrey Dahmer is? Yes. That was a serial killer. There's a Netflix kind of like documentary on him. That's the main reason I know about him, because that Netflix documentary, like, I heard people talking about it. What's more skilled, miner controller, packet bridge fam? It's probably pretty similar. In skill, most decks take a good amount of skill, that's the thing. Nice. Do you live alone? No, I don't. I still live with my family, actually. But I'm only 19, so... I mean, probably my plan is to get my own place maybe when I'm around, like, 21 or something. Haven't really decided, but I'm kind of in the process of saving as much money as I can to do that. Are you thinking about ever going back to CRL? Yeah, I play CRL almost always. I just didn't play this last month because of the stupid time zone it's at. It's kind of bad for me. That's also why Riley didn't play. A lot of people were wondering why he didn't play. It's because for NA, the time's not that great. It's really good for EU. It's kind of bad for NA in Asia. But yeah, I almost always play CRL. No, I'm... Misclicked. Does he have a rocket? We're fine. Almost choked, though. What did that guy have as a spell? Let's state are you from? Virginia. Jason from the tournament 2016. Yeah, he used Giant Hog Rider. It was like Giant Hog Rider. I think like barbarians. Archers. Ooh, that log was really bad. I guess he was predicting goblins or something. They said you're from Chicago, which is Illinois. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I live in Virginia now, but yeah, I was born in Chicago, yeah. So these questions are kind of funny. GG. I weigh like, right now, like 177, around that. Have you ever been recognized in public? Literally only once, and it just happened like a couple weeks ago also. Like one time, pretty much, because I don't really count being recognized. Like, in high school it doesn't count when people just hear about my channel from like their friends or whatever. I consider it like if it's a person who I don't know and it's like they just know. I mean, yeah, so like the first time it happened like a couple weeks ago. Would you be embarrassed about people in high school knowing about your channel? Probably not. I don't know. A lot of people in high school did know about it, even people who weren't my friends, because my friends, like, told them. And the thing is, though, is not that many people knew about it. I think it was, like, I don't know if I could even give a percent. The thing is, my senior year, which is when... Thing is, when I was in high school, my YouTube channel wasn't even... I didn't even get an insane amount of views yet. Probably until, like, my junior or senior year. And the thing is, junior and senior year, everything was, like, all online. So I don't know how it would have been if COVID weren't a thing and it didn't happen, but when I was, like, a sophomore, I wasn't really, like, my channel was a lot smaller than when I was a junior and a senior, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Senior year especially, being online for the most part. Because I also got, like, a car and stuff, but it's kind of pointless having a car with school being online, you know? What type of car do you drive? Got a Mustang. Was there, like, any of your friends better than you at Clash? No, I mean, yeah, not really. There were some people at my school who were good at Clash. Like, a couple people in particular. But no one was, like, yeah. I mean, the next best person was, his name was Matthew, actually. I was good friends with him for a while. Yeah, he was, like, a top, I think, like, 1,000 player or something. Like, he was pretty good. But, yeah, I mean, he was pretty good. So, like, I talked to him a lot, and, like, which, yeah, made sense, because, like, we both played Clash a ton, and we were, like, both the best players at our school, so... And then there were a few other people, I don't remember, like, what ranks they were and stuff, but there were, like, a few people that were pretty good, you know? But, yeah, I mean, I was the best in my school, which isn't a huge achievement. I mean, there's only, like... I don't know how many people went to my high school. Maybe, like, a couple thousand, something at most. I don't know. Yeah. I don't actually know if I'm the best player in Virginia. I feel like I am, but I don't know for sure. There's, like, there's a few good players in Virginia, so... What model Mustang and year? Pretty sure... It's weird I'm forgetting. Pretty sure 2020, though. Yeah, I think it's 2020. If it's not that, then it's 20... Nah, it's definitely 2020. Yeah. Because I've had it for about 3 years now. Yeah, Ford Mustang, 2020, I think. It's not a bad first car. I mean, Did you buy the car your parents? Me. I wouldn't even be proud of it if my parents bought it, you know. And, you know, that's why I'm, you know, I'm pretty proud of myself that I was able to, like, you know, buy my own car. So even though there's some people my age who have a better car than I do, because maybe their parents bought it for them, I'm happy that I can at least say, like, I was able to buy it myself, which I think is a pretty good accomplishment for my age. One of my other brothers right now is kind of in the process of deciding whether he's going to buy a car or not. He's going to have to save, though, but as of now, he's just using, my mom's car. V6 or EcoBoost? EcoBoost. So yeah, I know it's a worse version, but it was still, it was like $30,000. It was quite a lot. I might, though, soon get, like, another car, because the thing is, at least with Mustangs, they, their trade-in value is pretty good. So, like, I can get a lot back for it. I'm considering, like, what I want to get for my second car. I ideally want to get, like, a little bit... I mean, I can afford a more expensive car already, but the thing is I kind of am wondering, is it worth it? Because I feel like my next big step should be a house, right? That's what I'm currently working towards saving. I really want to be able to get a house in my, like, young 20s. So if I could get a house when I'm, like, 21, 22, that would be ideal. So, because I want that to be, like, my next big purchase, I feel like it doesn't make sense to get a better car. I could probably keep this car for at least another couple years or so. And then, I don't know, maybe get, like, a Tesla or something. Or even, like, if I could afford it, I would definitely get a Porsche or something like that. But I don't think it would be an amazing idea, especially at this point in time. I should at least wait a few years. First get a house, and then after I get a house, worry about getting fancy cars and stuff like that. But I do want to be able to, you know, get really nice cars when I'm young. That would be, I mean, the dream, right? Sports car kind of guy? Yeah, I'm kind of into cars, you could say. Like, I'm into the, like, you know, Corvettes and Lambos and all that. Like, I would get those types of cars if I could afford it. But they're expensive, so it's a very foolish idea to get cars like that, even if you can afford it. I think you really should be able to afford it many times over before you buy a car like that. Especially if you don't have a house, it's just really dumb. And I know that, right? So I wouldn't do something stupid like that until later. But a house without a girlfriend's worthless? I don't know. Like, I don't know what those two things have to do with each other. If anything, when you have a house, I would argue that's something that's seen as very attractive, because most girls don't really want to, like, well, especially as you get older. When you're young, it's more understandable, but most, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but most women would rather a guy have his own place, or have his own apartment at least, than live with their parents. So I would actually argue, even if you're single, getting your own house is a smart idea. It's, like, people respect it, you know? Especially if you're young. Like, if like, think about this, right? If I can get my own house when I'm literally 21 or 22, so in, like, 2 or 3 years, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm on pace to do. That's very good, because not many guys can do that. Not many guys can get a house that young. Usually they'll get an apartment or, you know, still live with their parents. So being able to accomplish that at a young age is like, it's a very respectable thing. Plus, I just want kind of the independence anyway. Because I'm already, like, ready to live on my own. I'm gonna kite that lumberjack back. I stole my first house from Walmart. Let's go. What can you cook? I don't know how to make a lot of things, but from my understanding, in general, it's not too difficult to cook things. I know how to make like a few things, right? Some things are very basic. Like, the thing is, most things are easy to make. They just take time, you know? You just have to find the time to do it. I could make things for myself pretty easily. Like, a good amount of things. And I also like to have a lot of things that are, like, easy to make. Like, in the morning, I have oatmeal quite a lot recently. That's what I've had. And also, like, even, like, sandwiches that are, like, you can just make easily without even having to be made. But I know how to make eggs, I know how to make spaghetti, and when I say spaghetti, I'm not talking about just the noodles, because there was that confusion before. Like, I know how to make the meat with it, and then, like, even, you know, garlic bread, too, with it. Like, in the... put that in the oven or whatever. Like, I know how to use ovens, all that. I know how to make, like, basic things that don't require too many steps. Like, pretty much anything in the oven I know how to make. Like, that's super easy. Like, I would say overall I know how to make most things. Do I know how to make, like, complex things? Probably not, no, but anything where it's like it just takes time and you can't really mess it up, I know how to make all those things. So probably like sort of like chicken fried rice, that type of thing. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of stuff I know how to make. Because so many things don't... It's like you literally don't even have to do much to make it. Some stuff like chicken, you just, like, literally add some seasoning on it. You can put it in the oven even. And it's, like, super basic, you know? So it's like, you could even argue, is that even really cooking? I mean, you kind of are, but it's, like, super easy. And that's the way I see it. Like, a lot of it is pretty easy. I don't want to make complex meals. I try to, like... Yeah, you know... But maybe when I live on my own, I'd cook, like, maybe, like, every other day, because you could always just, you know, have leftovers, and then, like I said, your breakfast usually doesn't even have to be made, but just make stuff like, you know, eggs are super easy to make, obviously, which I'll have kind of often. Try, like, making macaroni. Yeah, like, macaroni and cheese, like, that's super easy. Or, like, even, like, quesadillas, you know, where you just put, like, cheese and beans on it, right? And you just, like, flip it. You can make it on stovetop, but the thing is, a lot of that stuff you can even make in, like, the microwave, too. Like, you have so many options, and a lot of it's just hard to mess up. So it just comes down to putting the time in, basically. You make 6 figures off YouTube. I don't really like to talk about how much I make, like, too specifically. I will say, like... Like, off YouTube, I'm, like, made a good amount, but right now, the game is not an amazing spot, so the views are kind of down for, like, a lot of creators. How long do you sleep? You look pretty tired. Oh, I do. I usually sleep about 7 hours on average. Some days 8, some days maybe 6. I slept, like, I think 7-8 hours last night. I'm not that tired. Might just be my demeanor, I don't know. Or sometimes people say that like I look tired, but I'm really not. I don't feel tired, but maybe I look tired. It's gonna be like a mirror match. The thing is, and I think a lot of people know this who have watched me a while, I'm a very, like, kind of, and I'm like this in real life too, not even just when I stream and record videos, by the way. I'm a very, like, kind of chill and calm person, so that might sometimes look like, I don't know, I'm upset or something, but it's just kind of like, I'm kind of calm, you know, and relaxed. Too much sleep ruins your day. Yeah, it's different from person to person, but generally, like, 7 to 8 hours is more than enough for most people. And some people are getting less than that, and they really should be getting more, so... But some people only need 6 hours and they feel fine. It really depends on the person. But for me, I definitely need to average about 7 hours to be good. For me, 6 wouldn't be enough. But if I ever have to wake up early, or even days I have school the next day and I was staying up late to do homework, I might only get like 6 or even like 5. But as long as that only happens like once a week, it's okay. They both connected? Whoops. Yeah, that was my bad. Both of them connected. I should have made sure they didn't connect. Yeah, that was definitely kind of an unfortunate loss because we pretty much had it the whole time until the end. Just wasn't focused, I guess. Do you watch Jeopardy? Yeah, I actually do a decent amount. Yeah, I probably would be pretty good at poker. I think I would want to play that, especially when I get a little older. You have to be 21, though, to play it, usually. It's gonna be a pretty bad matchup. Nah, I don't think I'll tilt, and if I lose this game, I'll just switch my deck, and then we'll be fine. This is looking like it's gonna be a pretty bad matchup, so we probably will lose, to be honest, because he's running, a loon deck here. With arrows, so it's definitely a pretty hard counter. I think. I don't know for sure, though. You can poker for real money? Yeah. Oof. Does stack beat Golem Pump? Yeah, it does. Watches Jeopardy. Yeah, I know it's kind of like a sort of a nerdy show. It's not really like it's sort of more like learning and not really an entertainment thing. Like shows on Netflix, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But honestly, I kind of I'm someone who like truthfully does love learning, you know? Yeah, at least we're in a good situation. Do you get any answers? Sometimes certain categories I'm better at than others. I'm still young though, so when I'm older I might be better at it. But yeah, I mean I get a decent amount of answers, like not like a ton, but you know, like it really just depends on the categories because it really fluctuates, I think, how many I get right. Do you know Ben Shapiro? Yeah, I do. He's like a YouTube channel and like talk shows and stuff. He I found out because someone actually, I think in my chat, told me he's a Harvard graduate, so very intelligent guy. Do you listen to Yeet? I don't... So, I listened to his last album and I didn't really like it that much, but I know he's been getting a lot of hype recently. My brother really liked his last album, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It's not like I hated it, but I just thought it was okay, you know? It wasn't anything... It was, like, okay, you know? But I don't get why people are saying he's amazing. Because isn't Yeet's music kind of like, sort of like trap, sort of? But in a way it's kind of unique. Because obviously it's way different than like Future or Travis Scott, for example, who are really popular trap artists. But like for example, like I like Future way more than Yeet. Like it's a light and day difference between the two, in my opinion. It's not bad. I might have to re-listen to the album, but it wasn't anything that great. It was kind of like meh, you know? It wasn't too boring, but I didn't like it that much. But yeah, I do like listening to music quite a lot. What's your favorite song by Future? Good question, because he has a lot of good ones, but his whole last album was quite good. Mask Off, well, that's like his most popular song. So I feel like that's like what a lot of people would say. But yeah, I Never Liked You, that whole album was good. It's unfortunate it doesn't connect. Puffin' on Zooties, was very good from that album. Also, for some reason, this wasn't one of the most popular songs on the album, but I really, really liked Gold Stacks for some reason. Like, that was, for me, top 3 songs in the album. But for some reason, it wasn't, like, one of the most popular ones. See, that's an example of sometimes how music is a little bit subjective, because I really liked Gold Stacks, that song. But that wasn't even one of the top 3 most popular from the album. And then, like, Worst Day, 712, the intro, was very good. You listen to Drake. Yeah, I mean, I feel like most people listen to Drake who are big music listeners. His album with 21 Savage was really good. 21 Savage is actually, like, I'm starting to really kind of like listening to him more and more. He's really starting to, like, blow up recently. Like, he's really, really popular right now. He's really kind of, like, made a name for himself. Also, his features on, like, Metro Boomin's album, very, very good. You know, on Creepin', that was, like, the big hit from Metro Boomin's album, Heroes and Villains. That album also very, very good. Yeah. 21 Savage is, like, probably, like, the best Future artist right now. Bro listens to Macklemore. Oh, do you guys hear? Yeah, he came out with a new album. Thing is, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying Macklemore's amazing or anything, but I'm kind of surprised how much hate he gets sometimes. Cause, like, I mean, he has some good songs. Like, so I don't know. Like, but I know, like, he gets a lot of hate. Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah, I know who that is. That guy, there was a lot of drama regarding him recently, if I remember correctly. I don't know about what exactly, but... Oh man, I really messed that up. His song Thrift Shop is goated. Bro, and it's not even just that song that's good, in my opinion. First of all, that's not even his biggest hit. I think his most popular song is Can't Hold Us. And then he's got another song I really like called Downtown. I don't know if you guys have heard that one. I actually really like that song. And then he's got, on the... Is it called Gemini, the album, I think? He's got, like, the song with Lil Yachty, Marmalade, I think, and, like... a few others. Is it called Good Days? Or I'm trying to remember the name of it. Good Old Days, maybe. Same love, White Walls. Yeah, White Walls is really good too. Like, see, he has some big hits. Like, and people are like, oh, he's like a one-hit wonder and stuff. Like, I don't understand why he gets so much hate. Because, like, I don't know. I think he puts out some good stuff. Like, obviously, he's far from his prime. Because it's like, getting older now. And I think, like, his album he just dropped was like 7 years after his album before that, so we got ultimate. Let's go, baby. There we go. Alright, we got it, chat. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Yeah. That was kind of sad and unexpected. %90 win rate. I don't know. Could have been better than that, but it's like, it's alright, you know. It's acceptable. We kind of like... That would have actually been a lot lower if I... Or higher if I didn't... That like one game that I kind of choked with the wall breakers connecting. But it's all good. Watch you been lifting? Yeah, I work out pretty frequently. Jenna Ortega. I know who that is. And I know there's so many people who have like a crush on her, like celebrity crush or whatever. She's like, you know, alright, but I don't know. Do you like King Von? I don't even know many songs by King Von except that one where 21 Savage was in it. It's the one that I think it's I Don't Play That. That's the name of the song. Alright, chat. I think we'll call it here. I don't know what my next stream's going to be. But maybe I can stream the Royal Tournament again. Like on Wednesday. Or something. We'll see. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I don't know why the stream crashed, but I'm glad I was able to go live again. Do a shout out for Nigerians. Shout out to everyone from Nigeria. We got people from all over the world watching. Pretty crazy. Alright, bye guys. Have a good rest of your day. Probably assume a lot of you guys watching it's night. If you're from like NA or Europe. But I guess if you're in Asia watching, it would be day for y'all. Alright, bye guys. Bro, I always join at the end. Well, I guess you could always watch the VOD of the stream, because those will always be up on the live tab section. All right, bye guys. Good push. We made it. It's ultimate. See y'all.